How would you feel about a Star Wars TV show directed like The Office that takes place in the Death Star?
Good old college humor, Troopers brings back memories.
I too saw that SNL sketch. I hope Matt the radar technician is on this.
Robot Chicken kinda did this already.
Just watch the Yeti Izzard clips about the Death Star canteen, they would give a bloody good idea. You're Jeff Vader. Edit second silver of the day, thanks to whomever gave me this, much appreciated.
So, Spaceballs the TV show?
Serious, forensic investigators of Reddit, what are some of the most disturbing and horrific cases you've worked on?
Had a paranoid schizophrenic male who forced his elderly mother to eat rocks, and I mean a shitload of rocks, to the point where she died. He told police that he was feeding her rocks to weigh her down so God couldn't take her yet.
I do fire investigation, and one that stuck with me was a likely mentally disturbed girl started speaking to God at the dinner table and then that night lit her room on fire with her in it. I think about that one a lot.
When did you realize that you were the problem?
When I got punched, and everyone went and shook the hand of the puncher. Jobs always seem to go south 3 or 4 months in. I noticed my friends were all getting happier/advancing in life and I wasn't.
Fairly recently realized I'm fat because I'm unhappy and I'm unhappy because I'm fat. Either way I'm the only one who can fix it and I have started giving a fuck.
I don't have any friends so I've had to accept that it's me that's the problem.
Threats of nuclear attacks, multiple deaths from military bombings, Australia burning rapidly, and the coronavirus has recently infected even more people. And it's still January. What else do you think could happen in 2020?
Nothing. We blew our whole hand on the first turn. Nothing happens for the rest of the year, at all. News stations say there is no news to report tonight, good night and turn off their stations to save costs.
Hope dies on June 24th in the afternoon.
There's also floods and else so that's something. I think this is the first contact year. I welcome our alien overlords.
Some series in Netflix will break from the 3-season curse and renewed for a 4th season.
I'm an atheist, but at this point I wouldn't be surprised at all if the second coming of Christ occurred.
I'll probably fail my psychology class.
What's the most satisfying act of I don't give a fuck that you have ever witnessed?
Someone's girlfriend was cussing them out in the middle of a mall. This dude called up his mate and asked to get a ride home and left her speechless. Don't know how that relationship ended up.
I was in line at a coffee shop and the lady was complaining that they didn't have organic milk, and without a word or hesitation the guy behind the counter just said next please, not even taking her order.
People who understand Chinese/Japanese, what's the dumbest thing you've seen tattooed on someone?
Took Mandarin in high school. My teacher told us about a woman who had a tattoo of the word, probably thinking it meant free as in free-spirited, but it actually means free as in no cost.
Not a tattoo, but replay container stitched on a hat in Japanese.
What makes you immediately lose romantic interest in someone?
When you come to them with a problem and they turn it into a conversation about them.
When you realize they only listen to reply, not to understand.
If they constantly make you feel bad for them. Felt so bad and was so worried about him for so long that the one time I needed the emotion I couldn't have it.
Talking at you, not with you.
When they don't know the difference between being funny and being obnoxious.
If they say the words I know I'm an asshole/bitch. Like okay, I'll take your word for it. Also if it becomes apparent that they have no self-awareness.
They enjoy putting other people and their hobbies down.
Serious, what advice about real life would you give to teens or people in their 20s that could really improve their lives because they don't learn that kind of thing in school?
Do not spend your 20s in a relationship with someone you don't love or someone who doesn't treat you with kindness and respect. Save when you get paid. Don't wait until the end of the month and see what you have left.
Money, live within your income, pay your bills on time, keep your credit score above 700. You will avoid 90% of the stress that most people have to deal with. Trust your gut, surround yourself with good people, have a 5-10-year plan, save a little each month, spend time outside being active, don't smoke.
What innocent search turned out to be porn?
I was in a bowling pro shop, shopping new bowling balls. Saw one called Hammer 30. Googled it real quick without thinking anything of it. Porn. All porn.
I was looking for an edging tool at Home Depot a few years back to fix the edges of my lawn around the front sidewalk. Apparently it's a masturbation technique that comes up when safe search is turned off.
As a mechanical engineer working in an offshore company, I needed to show an example of a spreader bar. Don't Google this at work. When I was about 10 and playing Morrowind for the first time, I wanted to find some high-level armor at a low level, so Googled Ebony. I saw a lot of things. Back in the wild west of the net, anybody who used .com instead of .gov when trying to get to the White House's website would find a hardcore porn site.
My black friend put on a blonde granny wig for a play, and to compare his pic I searches black blonde granny. Male chicks. This was probably 15 years ago, and plus, I was looking for roosters and instead got pictures of guys in their underwear.
What is a small thing that makes you happy?
When little toy car doors and hoods open up. I have no idea why, but it makes me super happy. Breathing with nose completely unblocked. Water at times, really.
Seeing 12:34 on a digital clock.
Watching someone I care about genuinely laugh.
Getting in bed after I just washed my sheets.
My patients telling me they appreciate me.